tenemos la bendición de presentar una de estas inspiradoras conferencias titulada 4 tipos de seres en nuestra vida, parte 3 de 6, en Entre Maestra y Discípulos, impartida en inglés el 14 de julio del 2019 en el Ashram New Lan, Taiwán, también conocido como Formosa.
Sometimes bad things happen to us is to lead to a better things. Sometimes we lost something, but then we will be given something better. Yes, like in Sihu, we had problem. We cannot build there, and then you cannot meditate there. Yeah. Also, you build some things right in front of my cave. Yeah, suffocating me. When I came back, I had nowhere to walk. If I walk out, I have to bump into your nose right away. How can I breathe like that? Yeah, and you had everything already. The whole ashram are yours. I have only that little, maybe 20 square meters that I call home. And you had to build something, solidly with metal frame and everything right in front of my cave. So I demolished it and tell you, you cannot go up there anymore. And some of you angry with me, I know. But the right thing is the right thing, okay? Wrong is wrong, okay? You cannot go and just like some place and then just take it. We like many things in life, but we cannot just take it. If it's not appropriate, we have to always consider other people before ourselves. Maybe I could bear it, but I don't want you to continue behaving in such an inappropriate manner. And causing bad karma, bad example for others to follow, okay? Even if I don't ever live there anymore, or I don't need that anymore, you shouldn't have done that, okay? And then you were sad, you were mad, and some are cursing me with poisonous mantra, whatever, incantation. Mantra is a better thing. Mantra is only for good teaching from the Buddha. Incantation. And make trouble for me, yeah. And then almost fall to hell. If I didn't help, that person would never go back to human life or never see the sun ever again for many kalpas to come. But then after that, you have this land. It cost me a lot more than that little 20 square meters of mine. There wasn't land there. We had to level it. It was a mountain like this, and we had to make some level in order to have just a little square like that for me. But in my cave, I did not level. I told them to build it just in the mountain without destroying any natural landscape. So now, you see, you lost that little tent, but now you have a bigger tent and more comfortable here, okay? For example, okay, this is an example. Because example is louder than any lecture, any words. Always good example. So you have to make good example as well, okay? No matter what you say, if you don't make good example, people don't follow. Okay. Well, of course, then you would say to me, then how come Buddha make good example? Jesus Christ made good example, etc. Other master make good example. How come other people don't follow and they did the opposite? This is a different story, okay? Life after life is like that. Humans are being poisoned before they were born, yeah, and equipped or installed with many unfavorable instruments inside their being, either in their mind or in their body. Therefore, not many people can follow the Buddha's example. Many people wanted to be monks or nuns, but not everybody can because of these instruments that have been placed in their beings. Hormone is one, for example. It's not what we wanted. It's just given to us without asking. Maybe asking. Before we came here, of course we had choices. Yeah, that's not fair to say without asking. We did give permission for whatever happened to us. We have consented to them. We had to. Otherwise we cannot exist in this world which is imperfect. We have to be imperfect in order to be here. It is like that. Just like in some country, the law are very strict. Yeah, you cannot wear this, you cannot wear that. You have to maybe cover your face, yeah? Then you have to abide by that. Whether or not you like it, whether or not the weather is too hot for you, you still have to wear that. And even if you're foreigners, a long time ago, now it's less restriction, but before. If you're a girl, for example, and you went to some very restricted countries, and you don't wear what they wear, then you'll be in big, big trouble. Big trouble. Even if not with the law, then with the people in that country. Yes? Or in some other country, their laws are different. Everything is better now, of course. Yeah, I'm glad. But in some other country, you cannot even go out. Even Taiwan, long time ago, before I came here, Taiwanese people cannot go out if you're single, if you're young and single. And more condition, if you don't have properties, yeah, and you're single, then you can't have visa to go to America. Taiwan, before I came, a single person cannot go to America. Very restricted law, unless you maybe have a really good job, that they're sure you're coming back to Taiwan and not going to America and marry there and stay there or do something there. I don't know why. Taiwanese people are so nice. We should welcome them everywhere. Huh? Now, wow, you go anywhere. 5 years visa, 6-year visa. Whoa, and go to Europe, no visa. Wow. When I first came here, I wanted to take even a couple, even monks or nuns, to go to America with me, do some lecture. Not allowed. And I have one, only one can go. I don't know why, I can't remember how she can go to America with me, only one. She was a nun. At that time, she was a nun, so she went with me to America. Because she speaks English very well. Maybe that's why. And they reckon that in case she get lost in America, she still can survive because she speaks English. She can get a job and she can be contributing to American society, for example, like that, and not taking social benefit. Yeah. And nowadays we advertise on our TV that immigrants are really a good contributors to any society, economy. So nowadays better. Everybody welcome refugees. Every country taking in more immigrants, and the law has become more relent. Yeah, wonderful. I love it so much. Our society, our world, getting better all the time in all aspects. A lot of vegan food everywhere, vegan restaurants are mushrooming everywhere. Vegan distributors, vegan producers are mushrooming all over the planet. And soon we will not be able to find any meat eater here, and that's what I like to see. Yeah. Yeah. It will be like a barbarous action, deed, if you eat animals in the future. Just like now, we look upon human eating like barbarous, yeah, immoral, unbefitting to the civilization. It's getting better, much better. I hope and I think sooner or later, everyone on this planet will realize that they're doing wrong by killing weaker and meeker beings to eat. Animals, they're defenseless. They're harmless. So this is the act of immoral to begin with. Not to talk about spiritual practice or merit or heaven's rewarding or anything. It's immoral to harm someone who is weaker than you, who is defenseless, who is innocent, and who is harming you in no way. Any civilization should be based on this and nothing else. Then our world will be a paradise. I mean, in real. Oh, I think my calendar should stop. Now, we go back to Lord Mahavira, our good and compassionate Lord. But this is too extreme for me. I don't wish any master to ever have to undergo this kind of ascetic life, which is so filled with suffering like this. Not necessary at all. No, my calendar is coming again. Well, why not, huh? Who cares? You want calendar? Thank you. This just make me think right now that our world is sadistic, truly. You see, who's the most famous master on our planet right now? The past master. Who? Jesus Christ. His life of a saint, of public preaching life. How long? 3 years, more or less. And people still worship him now, 2,000 plus years after his nirvana, his home going. Why? Tell me, anybody?
Because they realized that he was speaking the truth. He represented the truth all that time. And
Fine. But why? He didn't talk so long. He has only 3 years, more or less, to speak. And other master, like Buddha, he talks for many years. He lived until 80-something. He preached maybe 40-something years. How come? Buddhist followers are not as many as Christian followers. Tell me.
Because he sacrificed himself.
Yeah. Because he suffered. That is a very sadistic penchant of humans' mentality. Don't you agree? Yes. Yeah. So many masters has to suffer one way or another in order for people to look upon it. Wow, he is worthy of sainthood, of being a saint. You name it, all the masters suffer. Wow, you cannot imagine how they suffer. I don't want to talk about it because it would choke me. The more you read about the stories of the masters who had to suffer so much, the more you just might lose faith in humanity. So it's better we don't know. It's better you don't know. I read too many. I still cry whenever I remember how Jesus has to suffer. From his birth on already, he has to lay in the manger of the animals in the cold winter night on a foreign land. His parents have to run to protect him like criminals. They done nothing wrong. And Jesus was just born. He wasn't born yet, was already condemned to death if he was to be born there, in his native area. So his parents has to run. Well, you know the story, so I don't want to make my calendar longer. And for example, many people, I don't mean you or anyone in particular, but for what I knew, many stories, any master who practiced asceticism, or maybe better still, don't eat anything, then a lot of people come and worship them, at least believing in them that he or she is really a worthy practitioner. So many people dropped out of my group, our group, because I'm not looking like an ascetic, and I don't even look like a monk. Okay, I wasn't born to be looking like an ascetic monk this lifetime. I'm born for you, Okay, I was born for this type of people who look through the clothes and the skin to see something more valuable than just the price of the material that I wear. Got that? This lifetime, this period of our life, of our earth, people have too much karma, very heavy karma. All the saints told you that. Kali Yuga, okay? Meaning the dark age. Therefore, we had so many big tragedy, events like wars, millions, tens of millions of people die. And then plagues, also millions of people die, or at least hundreds of thousands of people die. And again, epidemic. And then again, war. And then disaster of big scale, natural or man-made. So only the desperate souls will accept redemption if they find it, and they will hang on to it. These desperate souls, they truly are wiser than the non-desperate. They will not see anything outwardly that obstruct their faith and their determination to escape from this suffering world, which they see and perceive and know that it is ephemeral to begin with. So it doesn't matter what the master look like. As long as their souls perceive that she speaks, he talks the truth, they will follow to the end, sincerely and diligently. And for these souls, I might have appeal. For ordinary souls, they just look for personality, they look for appearance, they look for demonstration, they look for, whatever, you know it, right? Yes. So they will not be able to maintain their determination and faith as long as the so-called master that they have seen or wanted to believe in don't fit their small little frame. There are bigger frames, smaller frames, little frames to fit different photos, okay? So only the one who like the big photos use a big frame. And the little one, they used to with small things, they don't like big photos. They have a small frame, and that fit them for now. It's good. You like larger picture.